Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. I am your host, Paulette Rees-Denis, here to bring you magic makers from around the globe, people who are creating change, who have small businesses, large businesses, hobbies, but they are creating the life of their dreams. And that, my friends, is what living is all about. So let us know how you like this episode. Please subscribe, and we'll see you there. Thanks for joining. All right, my friends, welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. And hopefully you know me. I am Paulette Rees-Denis. I am your transformational lifestyle coach, your magic maker and movement motivator. And I love bringing you movers and shakers and magic makers with these beautiful interviews I get to do with people from all over the world, which is great. I'm in my 5th year of doing this, which is fabulous. And the people I've been able to introduce to you has just been phenomenal. And I love that. I love networking. I love sharing these great people with you. And it could be someone that you need in your life. I love that. And so today I get to bring you Susan Renee Gibson is here from Ohio. And hi, Susan.
Hello, hello. So good to be with you.
Oh, it's good to see you again. I just got to see her a couple of weeks ago in Ohio. And we've known each other for 7 years,
about 6 years.
About 6 years.
Yes.
And so I'm loving that I get to have her on the show with us today. And she also has a new book out. See if you can see it. It's right behind her. There, she's got another one. The Anxiety Solution. So she is also a healer, an energy worker, and a coach. And Susan, I'd love you to just tell people more of what you're about.
Yes, thank you. So I started out as an energy healer about 13 years ago. I had some changes in my life. I had gotten to a point in my marriage where I knew that if I was to stay, my soul would die. That is how I felt. And so I started making some changes. I started looking at my life and really looking at why was I so miserable. I was at a point where I'd numbed myself to the point where I didn't know if I loved anyone. I didn't love myself. I wasn't sure I even loved my children.
Ooh.
That's how numb I was. And so I started doing my work, and I realized that so much of the angst and the pain in my life went back to being raped when I was 16 and again when I was 18 and not dealing with it. I think like most survivors who come through something like that, it's like, well, it's done. It's over with. I'm here. I'm not a victim. I'm moving on. And then we take that experience and I say we kind of box it up, and we take that box and we put it on a shelf, never to be looked at again. And we move forward. But that still exists in every cell of our being. And it's something that we have to go back and look at. And that's actually how I got into energy healing. I got about as far as I could with a book that I was reading, and from there didn't know where to go. And my friend said, why don't you go see my friend Jen? She's an energy healer. And I said, I don't know what the hell that is or if I believe in it. But I had an amazing experience, and that really started me on my journey.
Love that. Wow. We always have to ask for help. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Because you don't know what you don't know, and someone else does.
And I truly believe that if you've gone through things and you've come through them, come out the other side of it, if you're not reaching your hand back and helping someone else who might be going through the same thing, then it's kind of been a waste. You learned for yourself how to fix that or how to heal that, but how much richer is it when you can help someone else do the same thing?
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Uh, Giving back and sharing and being present, right? Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
really lovely. And so then you started doing energy work yourself on yourself, and then you went to school and
Yes.
got certified.
Yes. I
Is
actually got my Bachelor of Science in Brennan Healing Science, went to school for 4 years
and what's the
at the Barbara Brennan School of
oh,
Healing. It's,
Brennan. Yeah.
yep, yes. And
So
did healing touch and Reiki, and you learn something from
how
everything that you do.
how cool is that? I want to go. I just want to go.
It was amazing.
I'm sure it was. Oh my gosh. Um, wow. And to get a degree in that is really cool too. That's
Yes.
I'm glad that they are recognizing energy work.
Yes. Well, so it's recognized in Florida, but if I were to take that degree to say the University of Cincinnati and say, "Oh, look, I have a bachelor's in this," they'd be like, "Yeah, no, we got to start from scratch."
Well, some people recognize it.
It makes
Wow.
me feel good.
Yeah, right. Well, and I mean, it's all self-education,
Yes.
right? And which is so it's such a big word these days, and I love that too because you don't always have to go to school, like an
Mhm.
accredited university or whatever. You don't always have to do that. You just educate yourself with the tools you need, the tools you want, the tools
Absolutely.
that are going to either help you or give you tools so you can help others, right?
Absolutely.
And because I've gone to all kinds of schools myself too. I have all kinds of degrees. I think I even have a degree in wine. Let's see,
I might be
makeup.
in on that with you.
I did do that. I did that at Ohio State University. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a makeup uh, certificate from doing makeup when I lived in New York City. I was uh, a stylist and an agent for models and a photographer, and then
Wow.
associate's degree. Oh my gosh! Well, I don't go reeling off my certificates, but the point is that there's never enough to learn. I mean, there's so much to learn. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. That learning should continue on for life because there is so many beautiful things out there and things to help you become a
Yeah.
better person, a better human, a better worker, or to enhance your job, to help you with your clients and the art that you create or whatever. So tell me about this beautiful thing.
Ah, yes. So when I first started working as an energy healer, I really focused mm, uh, on helping women who've been sexually assaulted because that's what I went through,
Hmm.
right? That's what I was healing from. But absolutely no one came to me saying, "Hey, you know what? I was raped back, in my younger years. And that's really just coming up for me. I need to heal that." Not a single soul. But what they did come in and say to me is, "I have anxiety. I have depression." It's a
Mm,
very innocuous thing to say, and there's not as much judgment around that. So, what is underneath the anxiety?
mm,
There is always a root cause to it. And what I talk about in the book is anxiety. We take ownership of this. We say, "I have anxiety." But the truth is, you're ungrounded if you have anxiety.
mhm,
You have pulled the energy up away from the earth because it doesn't feel safe to be here for some reason. So, why is that?
mm,
That's the root cause. But we have to start with getting you regrounded to finding safety so that you can look at some of these other things that perhaps you've put in the box and put on the shelf that you haven't wanted to look at, haven't even maybe thought that it could be the reason or an underlying reason for your anxiety. I also tell people that anxiety is a disease of too muchness, too
Mhm.
much going on in your life, too many feelings that haven't been acknowledged, too much stuff that you
Mhm.
have to take care of.
Ooh, I've
And
been there. Mhm.
mm, and I know you've taken care of that.
Oh yeah.
So finding space for yourself
Mm,
in
so
your own
beautiful.
life.
And so how long were you wanting to write this book?
Sorry, I had to cough there. Uh, I have been toying with the idea, thinking about writing a book for the last 12 or 13 years.
And was this that book?
No.
No. Been there too.
No, I think I still have that book in me, and that book
Mm,
is going to come out. You know, the book, The Anxiety Solution, the tagline to it is a guide for sensitive people who can't keep doing it all. So whether you call yourself a sensitive person, you know, if you've been told all your life you're too sensitive or stop being so sensitive, another word for that is empath.
mhm.
Feel a lot. The book that I really want to write next is how to navigate life as an empath. Because as an empath, you tend to bring in some pretty toxic people into your life.
Mm.
Because the direct opposite of an empath is a narcissist. And you know how we tend to gravitate towards, you know, the exact opposite to bring healing into our life with something. And that narcissist also tends to, you know, we tend to have one of those in our lives from our childhood, from growing up, whether it's one of our parents
Mm.
or a sibling. And so we constantly recreate that relationship with the subconscious idea of healing that original one.
Mm. There's a lot of deep stuff going on in this conversation.
I know.
It's good. It's just like, huh, I gotta think about that now. Right, people? Sit down and think about this stuff, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. I want to know
Yes.
what Susan, the woman, does for herself. Because
Mm,
I love talking about self-care. Now we talk about helping others. So how do you take care of yourself so you can help the others?
yes. So you know, I do the wonderful things like massage, um, because I know I store things in my body. I know as
Mm,
an empath, it's very easy to do that, to hold things in. And so I make sure that I get a massage at least once a month,
yes.
preferably every other week, to help physically remove some of that, allow space for that.
Mm.
Um, I am a Pilates fiend these days.
Oh, now see, didn't you just get certified in something with Pilates too?
No, I just had my hundredth visit.
Wow.
So yes, yeah, no, not certified with that.
Not certified, just
Uh,
obsessed.
I'm just obsessed.
Love it. Why? Why? Tell me why.
It's really about making space, right? So doing Pilates, it makes a lot of space in my feet because I'm on my feet consistently, and so my feet hurt all the
Mm,
time.
mm.
But moving, you know, what you don't move rusts, and I don't want to rust. So I want to keep
I don't
moving.
want you to rest either.
It's okay to rest, not
Yes,
rust.
we're not rust. Rest, not rust. That could be a bumper sticker.
Yeah. So that movement keeps me feeling um, mobile and happy
Mm,
uh,
and strong.
and and strong. Ooh, I am getting so strong,
Oh, I bet. Wow,
so
100
strong.
Pilates. Dang.
Yes, yes. And I love funk music. So anytime I can put funk music on at home and dance around my house, I'm a happy girl.
I'm coming over to your house. That's so great. Who's your favorite? Can you name it? Can you name a favorite band?
Uh, oh gosh. All the stuff from when I was a teenager,
Like
you know?
70s,
Yes,
80s,
absolutely.
like the Commodores, Funkadelic,
Earth,
Average
Wind,
Way
and
Band, Earth, Wind
Fire.
and
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, all of it.
Love it. And then you get down into the soul.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, I was cooking the other day for a party. I was catering a party, and I had to cook for a couple hours, and I had old 70s soul music on.
Mm.
Talk about dancing around while I was cooking. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Well, and you get done cooking while you're listening to things that you love, and it's like, wow, I got that all done. I can't believe I finished
Yeah.
all that. When did I do that?
And singing and surprisingly remembering all the lyrics from songs you haven't heard for 30 years, 40 years.
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't that a hoot? It's a hoot. Okay. All right. So what else do you do? You love funk music, you do Pilates,
Yeah,
you get a massage.
I listen to good podcasts.
Mm,
I learn, I read.
mm,
Those are, um, a day without learning something new, it doesn't happen.
mm.
I always want to expand and grow and learn more things that I don't know. I think the more I learn, the more I realize I really don't know anything. There's so much more out there. So I love to learn and doing my work. Like, why did I react that way? What came up for me there?
Mm.
Just constantly questioning, what's underneath that, becoming a better person. And then, of course, spending time with my grandkids.
Mm.
My poor sons, they think I never mention them, but when you get to this point, it's about the
Forget the
grandkids.
sons.
They're amazing
So
too.
how many kids do you have?
I have two sons, and then two stepsons, and three grandsons, and a
Oh,
granddaughter
oh,
that's
okay. There's
on the
some
way.
feminine energy coming in.
It's coming in. It's coming in finally.
You got to hold down the fort there.
That's a lot of masculine energy
Wow, it sure
around
is.
me.
It sure is. I was just going to ask you something. So, so, I mean, being that this is called Heart and Hustle, obviously the heart is you're doing the work that you love and you're living the life that you love,
Yes.
right? And we talked about this a little bit, as we've aged, we are more in sync with how we want to live, I think anyway, how we want to live, how we want to design our days, our work days. So I'm curious, how many work hours do you put in every week? Or does it vary?
Uh, it really varies. Um, I think I'm probably 40 hours, whether I'm, working with clients or doing social media or reading something that's going to help advance me or teach me something more along the lines of what I'm doing. But I try to
Mm.
when my husband comes home or shortly thereafter from work to turn it off
Mhm.
and to be really present, to be
And so
able to do life.
you work from home.
I I work well, if I don't have clients, I will work from home. So right now I'm at home. I don't have any clients today. But I have an office that I go to
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
seeing
Great.
clients.
Great.
Yes.
So, because I know people are always so interested in learning how to build their business
Hmm.
or to expand their business, and how have you grown your business? Because you work for yourself,
Right.
obviously.
Yes.
And so, what are some of the Just really briefly and quickly, what are some of the best tools that you use for your business?
Canva.
Oh my
A
God, do you love Canva? Jeez, I don't know what I'd do without that.
I love Canva. I love creating on Canva. Acuity,
Hmm. For
scheduling,
scheduling, that's what I use.
right?
Yeah.
Basecamp,
Mm.
keep track of
For.
things, keeping track of things that I need to do. Um, Trello, I keep
Hmm.
a lot of boards on Trello where I have all the information about my branding that I can easily access and then share with other people that I'm working with if I'm doing something with, say, I'm working on my new website right now. So having all of that information there
Hmm.
to be able to easily share it with him. And um, hmm, I've been working a little bit financially with Airtable.
Hmm.
So
How
I'm
you,
finding that interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot
interesting.
easier. I don't like Quicken. I just don't. And
Yeah,
I've not had a good financial way of doing things. And so Airtable is something
hmm.
I'm really having fun with.
Okay. Oh,
So
I'll have to look that up. I've been using, well, I used QuickBooks for years, years and years and years. And then, of course, they took it away
and make you pay monthly.
and then they make you pay monthly. And then I'm started to use Wave.
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody
Okay.
else out there has used Wave. And I'm not loving it, but it's fairly simple. But I am not a bookkeeper.
I'm not either. And I've decided that this is the year that I'm going to hire one. I'm going to
Good.
hire
Well,
someone to do that for me.
good, good. I love it. I love delegating. You guys out there,
I
listen
do
to this. It's
too.
really important. In fact, I was talking to my client the other day, and I didn't talk her into it, but she came around to the decision that she needed to hire a housekeeper.
Mm.
It's not her thing. And when you can spend your time doing the stuff you love more, that's going to feed your business or feed you, and let someone else do that thing that feeds them, right?
Absolutely.
And the same thing with, I've had a payroll person for years. I've had a tax person for years. I've never done my own taxes because it's way too complicated. Oh my God, my business is ridiculous, but in a great way, in a great way. Um, but yeah, it's just bookkeeping, not my thing.
Yep.
I
And
love the money. I love the
yes.
money. I love the money coming in. I love the money going out. It's all good. Someone else, take care of that for me.
Absolutely. It's the thing that I tend to forget about, like the paying the taxes every month, sales tax.
Well,
I forget.
speaking of that, though, I think this is just, I don't want to get into a money talk really, but for those of you out there with small businesses, it's so important. I took for years, someone would say, well, how much does your business make? And I'm like, I don't know. I know it's over six figures, but I couldn't tell you what it was. And they're like, what? I'm like, I know. Bad me. Because you should stay connected with your
Mhm.
money. It's an energy thing, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want to put it on a shelf with that other stuff you were
Amen.
talking about. So it really is. And I don't know if you find this with any of your clients, but I find so many women afraid to ask for the money that they're worth,
Mm.
with their services or with their classes. And it's like, I am so here to tell you that you better be asking for some more money.
I used to do custom window treatments for a living, and that was me. I did not like asking for the money. So I would bring in the window treatments and all the tools that I needed to hang those curtains, and then I would take that bill and I'd just put it on the table and hope that they saw that I put it there.
Oh,
And I know I wasn't asking for it.
oh man, right?
I've
So
gotten over
now
that.
it's time for us women to stand up and make the money that we deserve and ask for the money that we deserve. I mean, think about how much money you invest in yourself.
Yes.
Oh my God. I have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in all my trainings, right?
Yes.
So I get really passionate about that. Especially when they say, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to ask for anything. I think I'll give away this class for free." And I'm like, "Not on my watch."
Oh, no, no.
I mean, there's differences, right? I do free master classes online and stuff because there's reasons for that. And there's reasons I want to give back to the community. There's reasons of
Sure.
raising awareness. There's reasons of gaining new clients. I mean, you know, but yeah.
But you want an even exchange of energy,
There, see, talk to us
always.
about that.
Well, look, I think we're all trying to find balance in our life, but
Mm,
you have to look at all the different ways in your life where you are out of balance. And if you have, in general, an imbalance of giving and receiving, if
mm.
you're always giving, 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 and then you're not receiving, you're going to get completely out of balance. You're going to deplete yourself. You're not going to have anything left to give. And then your body is going to have to get sick so that you have time to receive.
Wow. Did you all hear that? We should have a poster of what you just said. That was really good. That's too big for a bumper sticker, but it could be a poster. Nice. It's so good. That's really
Yes.
great, Susan. Thank you for sharing that. Um, I love it. I love it. Okay, so the heart of your business and what's been hard? What's been the hustle for you?
Ah, right
If
now,
you've
the
had one.
thing, yeah, the thing that is hard for me is I think the space that I'm in.
Mm,
So I love the space that I'm in. I'm in a massage therapy um, business called Zenden Healing Studio.
mhm.
Um, but the space isn't big enough. I'm always talking about needing more space, finding space for yourself, and yet my space is smaller than I would like.
Mm,
And I think I'm closing in on a point where I want my own space. I want not within someone else's business, but my own space where I can do workshops and have
mm.
events and it be all of my energy in it instead of a little bit of everybody else's.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's envision that for you.
Yes. I've already asked God. I've already been feeling that this move is coming. And so I don't want to be the person to have to go out and find it. I just want it to come to me. So I've already had that conversation with God that it needs to just
Show up.
show up for me. Yes.
Perfect. Love it. Love it. Ask
Yes.
and you shall receive.
There you go.
As long as you're taking action. There's a
Yes.
thing that I wrote about the other day. It's like you can dream till the cows come home, but if you don't do anything about it, if you don't take some sort of action, it is just not going to miraculously appear.
Yes. Well,
If
that's
you
what makes intention.
intention, yeah, if you're raising that energy and you're believing in yourself and you're thinking about these things and you're detailing it out and you're doing the work around it, then yes, that space
Yes.
is going to come to you. I totally see that. I feel it. I'm excited for you. That would be
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I've had several offices and I had a dance studio for 8 years and 8 years. And oh, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. So good. All right, honey. Well,
Yes.
anything else you want to share with us real quick?
Oh gosh, I don't know what else to share with you.
This is on Amazon. I'll give you all the links, everything that she has, so that you can connect with Susan. And if you need some energy healing work, you want to talk with her about some things that you need, you're ready to let go of, ready to build
Yes.
onto. It's so
Yes,
good.
I'm here to help. I have clients all over the world. You don't have to be in Cincinnati to work with me. Energy is a beautiful thing. You just connect into it.
Mhm.
You don't have to be there in person.
Love that. Love that. Well, thank
Yes.
you for sharing your time with me today and for sharing
Oh,
your time
thank you
with
so
all of us.
much.
It's good to see you again.
Always good to
We
see
got
you.
we got things cooking, I can tell.
Mm-mm-mm.
So you guys watch out for that. And thank you everyone out there in Heart and Hustle land. Thank you for sharing time with us as well. Share us with people you think might need to hear this conversation, who would enjoy these conversations with Heart and Hustle. Please subscribe, leave reviews if you love what you hear. If you don't like what you hear, just then you don't need to leave anything. But I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad that you are all sharing these journeys, not only with me, but with all the people I get to share with you. So until we meet again, many blessings. Love you.